Hey, what's going on? Welcome and/or welcome back. My name is Durant Searcy. I'm a singer, songwriter, producer, performer, actor, EDU, nasty. And welcome to the house of the unofficial and sometimes, as you will see here, the unprofessional fragrance and skincare guru. Baby, after you watch this video 50 million periodically times, please subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, then go down the description box. There's a link to all my music, proof that I'm a singer, songwriter, producer, performer, and you know I have all my links down there, my affiliates, and my P.O Box for all y'all brands who want to send me PR. Yeah, anyway. What is going on, baby? You know, I got my money spray here. We got my money spray. Let me spray. We got to get the vibes here. I ain't worried about the money because the money will come. I ain't worried about it because I know it's going to come. Today we are talking about the dents in my fragrances. I'm going to show you a lot of the fragrances that have dents in them, baby, because over here we use everything we talk about, you know, if we love it. I need all the money I can get. I need all. Baby, I ain't worried about the money because the money will come. I ain't worried about the money because I know the money will come. Yes. All right, before I get started, I want to say shout out to my friends. Last week I struggled through, I was going through it. I was really going through it, and one of my friends pointed out on one of my one series, and shout out to everybody who supported that. That was a struggle. That was not because of the, you know, just being on camera every day. It can be a struggle. It can be a struggle to want to do it. And so I want to shout out to my friends who checked up on me. One of my friends pointed out, baby, your eyes look like you had just got done crying. And she was right, because they were puffy. I didn't realize that before I got on camera. So shout out to my friends, Sips of Gin, Fab Finds by Keitra, Koi Scented Sanctuary here. Who else? Kevy Kev, who is a moderator on the channel. All of those people. Of course, my friends, you know, outside of the internet, because I have a lot of close friends from years, but they don't do the internet or social media. So of course, shout out to them. All of them checked on me, really poured into me because I was really struggling last week. I was going through it, and I just want to say that, you know, for anybody, just, you really got to be kind to everybody. But if you know somebody's being a caregiver, please, you have to be kind with them, because some days we are just not okay. We're just not okay. But anyways, we push through on performance. So before I get started, I got this idea from another content creator who we will talk about in just a second. But I want to talk about my honorable mentions first. And the reason I call these honorable mentions because one is a dupe and one is a perfume oil. So we'll talk about them. And this is from Amir Oud. Amir Oud is a brand in Richardson, Texas. A lot of people say Dallas, but it's Richardson. Richardson, Texas. Amir Oud has this vanilla Planofolia 21. I was going to say 23. This is supposed to be a inspired dupe version of Guerlain's vanilla Planofolia 21. And when I tell you, this is one of the best vanillas that I have ever smelled. And Keitra, Fab Finds by Keitra, put me on to this, and I have not turned back. Matter of fact, you know, let's give it a moment. Oh, it's the best vanilla. I will be repurchasing this right here. Well, when I get my life together. When I get my life together, because my life ain't together to be talking about what I'm finna repurchase, okay? We're not even finna go there. But I definitely want to get this here when it goes out. But baby, that dip, the dents don't lie, okay? And the second one is from a brand that I'm an ambassador for, a brand that I really love, truly love. Again, I became an ambassador because of my love of it. I didn't go reaching out for to be an ambassador for the brand. It was just showing complete love. And this is the Divine Parfum oil. And of course, as you see, I've tore it up. You know, I clean my stuff off when I get. Do you do that when you get your bottles? That's why I don't really like to do unboxings, because I don't like boxes being on top of my tables, because I don't know where this box being. And if the box is on my table, I have to, you know, wipe it off. And, you know, I don't want to spray nothing on my hand after I've touched some things. So the air from the box, the nasty box that's been who knows where, people probably don't use the bathroom on it. I just don't like boxes around. I don't like doing unboxings. And when I get my products, I like to clean the packaging and clean the bottles. That's just the thing. So unboxings are just not for me. Even when I did my Elan Noir unboxing. I had already wiped the top of the packaging off. Even though I didn't do the rest of the packaging, whatever I was going to touch on video, I needed to wipe off. But I wiped this off, and I really do love this. This is a Parfum oil. This right here is 125. You can get 15% off using my code Durant. I have a link in the description. But now they have 10 mils of these, and I don't believe they have very many of them. But you could try this for 10 ml with a 10 ml for, I believe, $49 or so. So you can get your life. This right here is giving very much. It's giving soft. Honey, powdery, a little sweet, very sexy. You can also get Mirage, which is another one that I really love. Not huge of a dent, but I have really used that one as well. This is so good, and you can wear this with almost anything. Yes, you can just put it on. And these right here are good for your pulse points. But some days, like before I got these rashes, I don't know, you know, a fragrance did that. I would just swoop. And sometimes I will, depending on my mood, I will do that. I have some already sprayed on there today, so I'm not going to do it with this. But this is such a great fragrance right here. Now, let's get into my Dents, baby, because I don't believe none of these are dupes or inspired by version. I want to start off by showing the dent of a fragrance from the person who I actually got this video idea from. Actually, I stole... I stole the title, but you know, that's a whole other story. But shout out to Sharida M, because that's who I got this. This video was her. It wasn't her idea. I just took her idea and, you know, I used it for mine. And so I'm going to, of course, use her fragrance in collaboration with Navitus Parfums, and this is Peach Aurum. I love this fragrance here. A lot of people complained about it being light, but I love the element of it being light. I love that because I know that you can use this. You can wear this every day. I actually wore it the other day. I really do love this. It's giving very much peach cobbler. But I've come to terms with saying that because if you've ever had a Texas peach cobbler from a family who lives deep down in the South, well, you know, way in the East, this is not peach. This is not sweet enough to be a peach cobbler, okay? Because that peach cobbler that we had when I was growing up is giving a diabetes, okay? But this is such a sexy fragrance, as well as being a gourmand. I think they did such a great job on this. This is year-round gourmand in my opinion. Love this down, and this is definitely going to be getting used a lot more during this season. But Monte Casanade is, you know, up there too. I love me a old nasty piece of... I think Monte Casanade smells like a roasted ice cream. Sophisticated, elevated roasted ice cream. But, you know, that could just be me. Anyway, so the next one is by a content creator, a superstar, megastar, actress, all those things, who came out with a fragrance, and I am truly, honestly enjoying this fragrance, and this is T.S. Madison's Everything Black. If you love Inner Angel, it's giving that an elevated, more sophisticated. If you love Angel Share by Killian, this is giving more of a lighter, everyday, more of an everyday around the way type version of that. If you love Langston by Harlem Perfume Co., you will like this. They're all in the same realm. This is giving, it can lean a little more depending on what day, how my nose feel, my mood. It can lean sometimes more feminine, but then some days I'm like, okay, it's really unisex. But some days like, oh, that's feminine. But I really do love this fragrance. And I have used my Everything, the first Everything, 2 of them down. All right, so the next one here is by another content creator that I truly admire, truly respect, I met, and I thought she was the most amazing person, period. So I do not tolerate if a content creator is rude. You are not on Jackie Asamoah's level, so you need to calm down, okay? And this is, you remind me, if you don't know, now you know. I've had every single Forever Mood fragrance. Every single one has been used, except She Was Her, because I just got that. Every single one. So this is a second bottle here. And this is really my favorite one so far, although She Was Here is really up there with this one. I love all of them. I Am Her, Hard to Get, NDA, they all have their moments, so it's hard to say which one is my favorite, but this is the one I really wear the most. It's giving your skin cleaner, sexier, musky, kind of sweet. I believe there's an apricot note in here. This is such a beautiful scent. If you just want something that's not crazy overpowering, you just want something that smells like you just jumped out the shower and you've gotten your life together, you didn't do too much, it's just your natural skin, this right here will gather you. I love this fragrance here. Do I have any more? Okay, I should have did this first because I know y'all love these people. I know y'all love the Kardashian slash Jitter. Baby, this right here, what is this fragrance called? Cosmos? How you got a fragrance you don't even know the name? But this is by Kylie Jitter. I think this is called Cosmo. This is crazy because this is my second bottle. I should know that. Cosmic? Okay, yeah. This is my second bottle. I should know, but baby, look at that dent. The dent is not telling one lie. This is a good everyday. I'm very impressed by this fragrance. It's really like an everyday around the way. If you want to smell sexy, you love a vanilla fragrance. This is what this gives, and I cannot unsee how Sharida and IMJ Holloway called this a clear TURD. I don't say those type of words because I am a sophisticated person. Not saying they are. I'm just saying those are not words that I say. Like, it's words that I just don't say. Like, I do curse everywhere, every so often. But I'm really leaning off of curse, using profane language. But you know, things like FART, I don't like to say that word. I don't like to say PU, SY, I don't like to say that word. I don't like to say the word DIC. I just don't like. There's some words I just can't say. It's just words I can't say. I don't know. It's nobody told me I should say it. It's just me. You know what I mean? And I struggle with lie because I struggle with lie and fool because those are words. If you were raised in a black home, you got your lips slapped off your face if you said those words. So I be struggling, even though I'm in my 40s, I still be struggling to say those words. But anyways, yes, here's the clear TURD. Baby, she did a good job, and I even like the newer one. Okay, so let me talk about this one because this one's really not, it's a fragrance, but it's more of a body mist or a perfume mist. I don't know what they call these, but this is Salt and Stone, Black Rose, and Oud. I really do love this. I love that this is glass too, so it's really sophisticated. For this to be a body mist or perfume mist, this is really strong. This is sexy. This needs to be an eau de parfum. I don't really think it needs to be because to me it's strong. And this goes so good with Kama Sutra by Skin Potion. Whoo, baby, it'll get you there. So it's just more of a dark rose. I don't know if it's the oud, but it's kind of giving me more Bulgarian rose, where it's kind of a little earthy and deep and dark and sexy. But it's really good. I haven't really been wearing it this summer because it hasn't really given me my life during the summer. This is more of a fall, winter for me, but I think you can wear it any time of the day. But if you wear this with Kama Sutra, which is a little more brighter, I think this will work during the summer months. I just haven't been focusing on it, so but it still has a little dent. I've had it for a while, so I haven't really been doing good. It's not to say that I don't really love the fragrance. It's just so many other things that I've been focusing on. But I really want to make a point of, using my stuff. Okay. So the next one here, I know I have talked about this several freaking times because I do love this, and this is Cirque du Soleil. This is another one that I would love. I would actually love to get another one of all of these when they're done. Black Rose and Oud. Kylie Jenner, I don't know. I don't know. But definitely you remind me, definitely this one. Because this here is one of the most sexiest gourmands I have had in the past 2 or so years. It's giving you apple, caramel, it's giving popcorn. To me, that's sexy, and this is something perfect to wear. We're starting the state fair is this Friday. This will be the perfect scent to wear at a state fair, even though you kind of feel like a little disgusting because of so many people and everything just looks nasty. The roads look nasty. It's just ill, people's body odors. But this is giving like the perfect scent to wear to have that moment that you feel sexy amongst a whole bunch of nastiness, So I really do love this fragrance. I definitely want another one of these. Now this one here is another one that I know I want, and you know, not a copy, but when this goes out, when I use it all, I do want another one because this one brings so many great memories. I've said it every single time I've talked about this fragrance, Fleur Majesty Rose Royale, baby, by Kayali. You know what? Kayali gets a mixed bag of emotions from a lot of people. A lot of people say body sprays, overpriced body sprays, and all those things. Be that as it may, I truly enjoy Kayali. I enjoy the brand. It's outside of, I think how cool it is that Mona is the face of the brand, even though she, you know, a lot of brand owners are not, you know, they're not faceful. I think a lot of brands are coming out to be like the face, or, you know, somebody that we know is, you know, this is the person that's the brand owner. I think she kind of started that. Like now we're seeing a lot more brand owners come to the forefront, and I really like that. But outside of that, I really think all her fragrances, I've never smelled anything from Kayali that I thought stinks. I've smelled things from Kayali that are really not my vibe, that are great, but I feel like they would smell good on somebody else. But I've never smelled anything from this brand I'm like, ugh, that's just nasty. No, so I think when people, you know, don't like something, sometimes I feel like there are people who genuinely, that they just really don't like the fragrance. But then there's the other people who really want to be different, you know. They want to be so different because y'all like this. Oh, you hype this up. This is not that good. But it's like, I don't even pay attention. You just got to try stuff for yourself. I will say that this really didn't give me a lot of rose. But at the dry down, you know, it does give it, because it gives me more fruity. I get a little more pear. Is there a pear note in here? Juicy pear, yes. I get more of that pear sweetness, more of candy peach. Is there a peach note in here? Look at it. But the rose kind of settles down as it dries down. But I really love this, and I think I want to keep it because, I mean keep it like get another one if I ever run out of this. When I run out of this, I think because it just brings so many great memories. I had such a fun time when I wore this. When I first smelled this, you know, up close and in person. Speaking of, you know, fake hate. Baccarat Rouge 540 by Mason Francis Cartechan. I will say, this fragrance here is a masterpiece. I've said it. I don't want to talk about it like that. I don't care who doesn't like it. I just think this fragrance is such a beautiful fragrance. How could it not be a masterpiece when it's one of the most duped fragrances, probably the most duped fragrance ever? I think this one and Love Don't Be Shy are probably one of the two most duped fragrances I've ever seen in my life. But you know, it's becoming more, you know, accepting. A lot of people are loving dupes, so you know, maybe some other ones has surpassed those two. But this is such a sweet, sexy, it's such a sophisticated, and I think with all the dupes, I've said it every single time when it comes to this fragrance, no dupe has ever come close to duplicating the sophistication that comes from this bottle. So when people say, oh, this fragrance is overrated, because I've only really smelled this fragrance on one person. And I think that person may have had a dupe on. I don't know. But I've only smelled this scent profile on one person in the last 4 years. One. So when people say, oh, everybody's wearing this, where? Where are they wearing it? I'm not smelling this anywhere. So, you know, people just get on the internet and talk, especially on TikTok. TikTok is a whole, the ghetto, talking about the ghetto. Please don't go by what a lot of them people on TikTok say. Especially when it comes to fragrance. Baby, when they be having them QVC shopping network lives, I be getting my life. I was like, y'all better get money because, baby, I would do it too if they asked me. I would do it too. But you really can't go by a lot of what people say. I'm like, y'all are smelling the dupes. Please know that. I don't think you're walking around every day and smelling this with a lot of people. I just don't. I do not. But you know, that's just me. Okay, I got 3 more and then I'm done. Now this one here, I still love this one. Look at it. Sisters Before Misters by Jusbox. This is a brand. I want to get a discovery set from this brand because I really want to explore this brand a little bit more. So if Jusbox ever sees this, know that my P.O Box is in the description box. You can send me a discovery set, or you can send me another full bottle of this and Karaoke Heart and whatever else you feel like you think I would like, because I do love a good vanilla. I love saffron. But anyways, this is about Sisters Before Misters. I really enjoy this fragrance. It is giving elevated Fruity Pebbles cereal. And you may think that's not sexy. To me, it is sexy, but it's giving that, but it's giving a perfume version. It's not like just cereal slapped on your body. There is a sophistication, there's an elevated feel to this fragrance, of course. It is so beautifully done. It gives very much strawberry. There might be a banana note in here because I get a little banana in here. It is just so freaking good. If you want to get your gourmand life, this right here is it. And there is a banana, there's a banana lotion from, I believe, Hemp's. It's banana and vanilla or something like that. If you get that and wear that with this, oh my God. Or if you have that strawberry EOS lotion. I ain't worried about the money, cause the money gonna come. Hey, I ain't worried about the money. I ain't worried about the money, cause the money's gonna come. I ain't worried about the money, cause the money's gonna come. Hey, ow, ow, ooh, ooh, baby. The dent don't lie. The dent don't lie, okay? Okay, got two more. And this one is another one that's so special to my heart. And this is from Harlem Perfume Co. And this is Josephine. Oh my God. You see, it got a little dent in there. I used this. This has a special memory for the new people. I did my first professional theater show this year. The first one I've done in 5 years. And so Harlem Perfume Co., they commented on one of my posts because I was looking for a signature scent during the show. And this is, they commented, they said, hey, we feel like this should be your signature scent. And it was. And it just gives me the vibes of just being a performer. It's giving like sweaty, sexy skin. It has patchouli in it, but it's like sweet and sexy. It's just very intimate and kind of mysterious at the same time. I sprayed this on a guy recently. I sprayed this on a guy's arm and he absolutely went nuts. And he was more, he wasn't as light in the loafers like, mwah. But he loves this. This will smell good on a woman, man, anybody. It's just, I used to smell this and get really sad. Not sad, but it was kind of like the memories came creeping up on me and I just felt the way. I just felt the way. But I just love this. And I want the, for this fragrance, I want the oil diffuser. Because I just want to smell it through the house now. It's such a sexy, beautiful fragrance. And I'm glad this one is not at Sephora. Because I like the way this one is right now. There's a depth to it that I don't think they could, I don't think that dumbing it down, which is something I think that this fragrance would have to do. Kind of like, because when they have fragrances in Sephora, I learned this from Fumi Monet. Fumi Monet's made a really great point, of course, because she's coming out with her own line, has already released a fragrance in collaboration with a brand. She stated, a lot of fragrance, we all think a lot of them smell the same in Sephora. That's because when you put a fragrance in Sephora, you have to make it more mass appealing. And so, certain things, if a brand sells a fragrance strictly on their website, it's probably certain things they can't, from their website, they can't bring it over here to Sephora because Sephora is like, oh, hold on, this is not going to sell. So I just think this will be a better idea to keep this strictly on their website so we don't change any of the formulas or anything like that. I really want to smell Langston from Harlem Perfume Co. in Sephora because I heard it's a little different because Langston used to be on the website, but they had to, kind of, make it a little more mass appealing. So I would be interested to see how different it smells at the Sephora version. But I really do love this. Shout out to Harlem Perfume Co. They have one of the most beautiful brand owners ever. She's so sexy, sweet, sophisticated. She has an elegance to her. She is like every gay man's best friend's dream. Like, she would be like my bestie. You know, if I was living in New York, she would have to be my bestie because I know she loves her a good gay. I would have to be her token gay. Anyway, so the last one here, the Dead Don't Lie. Shout out to Samir Grey. And shout out to everybody who supported, again, my one series. This is the fragrance that birthed the one series. Wearing one fragrance for 7 whole days. Black owned brand here. Definitely want another one of these. It took me a week. This is like a sweet, warm, sexy hug that you get during any season. But this is going to shine boots during the fall. Baby, it's one of those sexy, oh my God, vanilla fragrances, but it's so different. It's like a little tinge of spice, but the sweetness kind of takes it back to where it's not giving spice to where it's overwhelming and ugh. It's just so good. Baby, I will have the link with this fragrance here. I don't get anything from it. But we get to support a black man. Shout out to Kai Spence for releasing such a beautiful fragrance. For this to be Samir Grey's first fragrance, this is a bank up job, and the Dent Don't Lie, baby. I didn't share this with nobody. It was just me. I was spraying my heart away. Anyway, so that is all of my fragrance, baby. Again, I ain't worried about the money because the money will come. I ain't worried about the money because the money will come. Come. Oh, come and go see it. Yeah, I did a play called Raisin in the Sun. That's what they said. Oh, come on, go see it. Anyways, so shout out to y'all. I got this on Etsy. I got my money spray on Etsy. I learned about this from T.S. Madison. We should be spraying on PHAG talk. Baby, she was spraying away. I was like, baby, I need it. I need that. Okay? Okay, but anyways, I will holler at you on the next one. All the fragrances will be linked in my description. Get your life. Alright, I will holler at y'all. Take care of yourself and everybody around you. I live near an Air Force base. So this is all day, every day. And everybody around you, hey, take care of them just as the best as you can, alright? You have to take care of yourself. I'm learning that the hard way, but I'm learning and I'm gonna do better. I'll holler at you. Peace.